Setting this bad boy up. All right, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing tonight? We're here, and we're doing the second episode of Kim and the Crease Podcast, number 2. We're gonna talk about a bunch of things tonight that I wanna, just focus on. I want to focus on first, of course, everyone wants to talk about the Belmont situation, what I experienced at the meeting, things like that. I want to talk about alternative jerseys, what we may want to see as a change for next season, especially for the New York Islanders and things like that. And I've talked about it a little bit on Twitter, but I want to go more into it because that's it. Oh my God, Gen95, how are you? It's so nice to see you. So I want to talk about alternative jerseys for the Islanders, and then I want to go into a little bit about how can the Islanders improve the team at this point in time. How can we add someone to our offense to make us a better team? And there's some names that pop up and are in mind, and I want to get everyone's feedback and input onto that. Obviously, as you can see, my background is still to be determined because I'm still working on changing my room entirely to be a hockey cave so that I can have a better platform to do this podcast for you guys. But for now, please enjoy my wall of a jersey. Hey guys, so let's start this podcast off. Belmont. I know a bunch of people want me to talk about the Belmont situation, and especially since the Belmont people took a snippet of my Periscope from last week and used it to their agenda. I did not get permission for them to use it. I was shocked that they did, but hey, it wasn't a lie. So I'm gonna go into that. So the meeting was really cool. Went into the city, got my ticket to be a part of the meeting. And we went in. It was a full long table with a bunch of seats around it that was reserved, obviously, for the board. And there was seats around the table. So we sat on the outside, and there was a podium for people to speak. So at first, in the meeting, they had the board members show a presentation of the plan of Belmont Park, everything that was revised, what was going to be included. So we added, of course, that the LIRR train station will now be in Belmont. That's so exciting for Islanders fans, and I feel residents too, because for Islanders fans who live in the city, they have a means of travel onto the island to watch Islanders games, which is really exciting because I know a lot of fans who are from, the Brooklyn area or, like other city areas, and they wanted a better way to come from the city onto the island. So that's their transportation, which I'm really, really excited about. And it just will have more traffic in that area, not traffic, but more people in that area to raise economy, to raise the area in general. So that's really exciting, at least for me. During the meeting, so they talked about that. They talked about the arena in general. So it was going to be 18,000 seats, which, hallelujah, is more than we have. So it's going to be that 18,000 seat arena. They were talking square feet. I'm not very good at the minimal things about it, but they were saying about that. And they were talking about the shopping district part of it, that they minimized. They made that smaller than it was before. And so they did that. They talked about that. After they did the presentation and everything, they did show on the slideshow people who sent in comments and suggestions to the board members and showed that that the biggest complaint from the people from the area was traffic. I think the second biggest was noise. But traffic, like if you looked at it was a bar graph, it was a horizontal bar graph. If you saw the bar graph, traffic was like 56% of the complaints. It was like noise, light, and then it just went very minimal underneath. Which, okay. They did explain the complaints. They said, about traffic, making it like more of a carpool kind of mind. They're making shuttle buses for people to take, things like to that effect. And then the public had its chance to speak to the board. So regular people that just wanted to talk in the meeting got 2 minutes. people representing a group or a whole organization got 4 minutes to speak, and they had a timer on the clock. They really they try to enforce that, but a lot of people went over 2 minutes, and a lot of people went over 4 minutes. Some people stayed in the time limit, some people did not. Going into the meeting, though, both sides did their case. There was the supporters. We had Islanders fans go up to the podium and talk about why they're, excited for Belmont to come and in support of it. We had Elmont residents and some Floral Park residents. We did have Floral Park residents who said they were in support of this project and they were excited about it coming. One woman from Elmont I thought was fantastic. Sippy, sippy. One woman from Elmont. Oh, I lost my light. One woman from Elmont was, I thought, fantastic. And she made a great case about how excited she was for the train station and this new arena and like the Belmont just like plan in general. Because she said, "What's up, Vegas?" She said how excited she was for the new Belmont Arena and like the shopping part to come in because of how much it would raise and help Belmont. She says, Belmont's not the best of areas, and she really wants to see it flourish. She really wants to see this area become something that people want to go to. And the Belmont project is something where people will want to go. And that's really, really exciting. And so I thought she was fantastic. One of the women of the county wrote a letter in support of the project, and I thought this was a great quote from her. She said in the letter, "I am tired of Long Island being the land of no." I was kind of like, yes, yes, yes. Like, that was great. I'm tired of Long Island being the land of no. Because, there's always going to be a problem with the project. I feel like, you can't please everybody, but you can try. You can try to just do as much as you can, and I know the sport has done that. They have listened to the people, and they've tried to accommodate on both sides. And so I thought that was just a great quote. I'm sorry, I don't know the name. Should I cover that? They don't sponsor me. But I don't know names. I'm sorry. There was a lot of names coming in and out. I listened to people talk for 3 hours, so names kind of, popped out of my head. Do you want me to read the Snapple fact? Okay, Snapple fact, and then we'll go back to talking about Belmont. All right, Snapple fact number 814: tug of war was an Olympic sport in the early 1900s. Now you know. All right, I read you the Snapple fact. Now you know, guys. Should they bring that back? I feel like that'd be kick-ass to bring back. Wow, Owen Wilson. Okay. Back to talking about Belmont. Belmont Arena, and then obviously there was the opposition. And some people were very, very gracious, and they were very open to talking about why they were against the Belmont project. So the first thing, I thought this was a lovely older man from Floral Park, and he said, "You know what, guys, I love this project. I think it's going to be great, but I just have some issues as a resident of the area." And he was so nice, and he was like, "I just worry because we do have the problem of traffic because most of Floral Park is a one-lane road. And with that comes congestion. I worry about the travel of, emergency cars, things like that. And also, it's hard in general. It's hard in general for them to get through their area in the first place. And just no one's addressed the matter to help Floral Park residents get better transportation because it's stuck in a 1930s kind of aspect because cars were not as common." And he was very nice about it, and he spoke to us, and I was like, I understand. And he was also very worried that a New York City traffic uh I can't think of the word that a New York City like traffic investigation kind of wasn't like report thank you, that a traffic report wasn't complete by New York City yet. And he said I would like to wait before we fully approve this project and like we say yes and make this go forward. I just want to see that be done and see the report and see what it says. And you know what? People like that from Floral Park, I get it. I have a friend from Floral Park. She's great. I know her from college, and she tells me how shitty the traffic is. I understand that. Um, hopefully this can be resolved, but I feel like from the positives and negatives of like having this, income into the area and just impacting all around, I feel it's mostly positive instead of this negative. Also, I was talking with people because they were worried about the single lane roads and the congestion. And something that was brought up with people I know was that if they're worried about having these emergency cars not being able to get to their destinations, just think about a project of building just secular lanes for emergency vehicles to that only they can travel on. Just things like that being built for those emergency vehicles so they can get to their destination and help those in need. And especially becoming a nurse, like I want those people to get help and make sure they are okay. Obviously, I don't want to see anyone, just because of traffic, possibly lose their life on precious minutes. That's not what I want. So basically, with the Belmont Arena as well, there was two men who were rude. And obviously not everyone's like that. Like I just told you about the man from Flora Park who was so sweet. But one of them, I was like, "Are you drunk?" He literally just went up to the mic. He was like futzing with it. He had it close, and he was like, I used to be an Islanders fan all my life. But then I stopped when I heard about this stupid project and like went on like that. There was nothing that like he brought up as a concern or something. He was like bringing all this, into my area, and he attacked the Islanders fans in the room. And he goes, and I bet every Islanders fan in here wearing that sweater isn't from Floral Park. And then as he's going to walk away, he goes, this is as he walks away from the podium, he goes, this is stupid. I was like, what the hell was that? He like scared me. Like it scared me. Like I was like, is this guy drunk? Like I don't know. It scared me that someone could be like that, and he just attacked every person who just came in support of that project, who was wearing an Islanders jersey in the room, including myself. Just things like that. And then another man, as he was speaking, he was a dad from Floral Park. Yeah, exactly. How dare the fans support a new arena? Exactly. This light is going to be the death of me, guys. I'm like, no! Everything's going down in an earlier round. He was probably, I hope so, to like explain why he did that. Another man who is a father from Floral Park was, he wasn't in support of the project. He was giving his side of the story. Yeah, Kimber's the he was giving his side of the story. And, some of the board members, it wasn't right of them. I don't think so, in my opinion. They were talking to each other. So, like, while he was talking, they were like, like, while he was talking. And the father who was speaking, he like puts his hands down on the podium and goes, "Excuse me, sirs, I'm trying to talk here. Could you stop laughing at me?" And like I was like, did he adjust? And the board member looks at him and he goes, "We were not laughing at what you were saying." And he goes, "Hey, excuse me, I'm on a clock. I need to talk now." I was like, my jaw hit the floor. Like he just totally yelled at the guys who were going to make the decision about moving forward a project he did not want near his community. Like, way to make him choose to like say what you don't want. I just found that astonishing that he did that. He yelled at the board member. So we had Sign Guy. I thought this was great. We had Sign Guy. You know how he made the petition online to get people in support of Belmont Park. He made the full petition online on change.org. He told me about it. He did it with his daughter, and they got so many signatures. I forget the exact number, and I don't want to spread false information, but they got so many signatures from Islanders fans, and maybe not, even farther than that, just regular people, to support Belmont Arena. And he went up to the mic and he talked about how he got this petition and all the signatures he got. And one of these executives that represented a company or something to that effect, who went up, and he was not in support of the project, and he was making his statements. But he goes, and we didn't have a petition online, where a bunch of bots can just put thousands of votes for them. I was like, are you kidding? So they also attacked our petition. Like, I don't know why you have to attack like that. I don't know why. Why just state your case? I do not know why he had to do that to Sign Kai, to Patrick. It was ridiculous. And then we did have that mom. We did have a mom who went up and called Islanders fans transients. She does not want these transients in her area. And I was like, are you serious, bro? She does not want we're transients. We're evil transients. And she's like, and I'm scared about the crime rate. I want you guys to go to Google and look up anything that has happened at an Islanders game in the parking lot at Nassau Coliseum. Because if there's anything, it's nothing to very minimal. Nothing has ever happened to me at an Islanders game with tailgating and after the game. No one's gone and burned buildings. No one's gone and destroyed property around the arena. I don't know why people would think this. And she just said this. There was no evidence to support her claim that we're gonna... I don't know. And then, yes, there was the statement that tailgating is evil. And it wasn't just from one person. It was a bunch of people from the, it was like the Moms Coalition from Floral Park. It was like a Moms Coalition from Floral Park. There was many members who were there to present their cases. And they said that they were scared of the tailgating. And they did not want there, because they were in the plans, they wanted to use this north lot. And the thing is, this north lot is very close in a general vicinity of a grammar school, which I can understand the concerns there. But they presented the plan. They're going to put an 8-foot hedge between the school and the parking lot. And they were like, we do not want our children next to the tailgating. I hate this light. Guys, I hate it. I don't like it. It makes me sad. But I try. I can't wait till I have my room set up, guys. It's gonna be so much easier on my life. I know I need a new light. It's because it's not like a light. It's a clip. Light 5 Should I ditch the light? This is making me crazy. I could do it like this and be like creepy. And so the transients came to Belmont Arena to steal the children. It's like, God dang it. I love you guys. But going on from that, Did I find a way? Got to find a way. Ugh, guys. I'm fighting the light. I am. You can see me do it. I'm trying to bend it. My phone. When did this become American Horror Story? I love you, Jen. You're so adorable. The Great Light War. You know, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna do this for the podcast. All right. So going on from that, they were concerned about tailgating. Guys, if you're a hockey fan, you know tailgating is like far from the worst thing that can happen at a hockey game. Like it's barbecues, it's playing games in the parking lot, and they're like, we don't want our children next to this. They think they think we're like shooting up in the parking lot in two ways more than one. Like we don't like they think we like shoot guns and like shoot heroin. I don't understand. I don't understand why they are against tailgating. And fun fact, in the new like they made a revised thing for the I'm so bad with names. But they made a revised list, and one of the new rules they're trying to instill is tailgating will not be allowed. As an Islanders fan, I can tell you guys this, tailgating is like a part of our traditions and everything that we do on Long Island as a hockey community. I would like to see them try and stop us. Just saying. They're not gonna. We're gonna win that part. So let's go. We're gonna win that part. Yeah, tailgating is so much fun. Oh, the light stood up. Oh, don't touch the table. Don't touch the table. Kim won, light 5. Oh, the light stood up. But let me tell you, like, I don't, some of the claims, I was like, what? And like one woman said how she was scared for her kids in the area because her kids now can go after like school, go to the sweet shop and get ice cream and walk around freely and not and like feel safe. And now with the new like people coming in, they're not going to be able to do that anymore. If you put in an arena and shopping, what do girls like to do, guys? Come on, what do girls like to do, guys? We like to shop. And like this is going to be a new place to do new things at. Like I'd be so excited because a new thing for me and my friends to go hang out is right there. I know like as a like when I want to hang out, you're like, what do you want to do? Let's go to the mall. That's one of the things we do. And then when you have a full-blown arena, an 18,000 seat arena, you're going to have artists that are going to want to play there because you have the humongous seats. It's going to be an amazing building. You're going to have artists and concerts and things that, that's going to bring in like so many people and have so many things to do. Like this is things her kids can do now because it's right there. I don't know. I just feel like and it's for me like I don't have to go all the way into this in Manhattan at MSG to go see a band because they're not coming to Long Island because Nassau Coliseum is so much smaller and because like they're not playing at Jones Beach. You really have to be determined to play at Jones Beach, in my opinion. So it was very, very interesting, and I wanted to just get that out there. That was the Belmont meeting in a nutshell. But please do not think that everyone from Floral Park thinks this. It's not true. There's the people from Floral Park who said they were in support of the project. They did. And even with the support, they had reservations. You're allowed to have reservations, and I understand that completely. And, not everyone from Floral Park is like this, guys. Don't think that. Don't just have that one mindset. If anything, when we get this new arena, my goal is to get more people into the hockey community. Show them who we are as fans. Show them how exciting and fun hockey is. That's what we want to do as fans and people, is to just get more people to know and love this community. And I know that's my goal. Thank you so much for coming, Vegas. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But that's my goal. Get more people into hockey, get to love the sport, and enjoy the atmosphere. And so, if anything, I want these people from Floral Park and Elmont and Belmont to come and join us and have fun, because that's what hockey is all about. So that's what I'd want to do for all of this. Next up on my list, Islanders third jerseys. I thought about this lately because of a post from it was Long Islanders, it's like an archive. It brings back old things so it was June 12th, this happened this day in Islanders history, which I find really cool for someone like me who isn't alive for most of it. But he talked about how in June 12th, 1997, the Islanders finally gave up the fisherman logo and went back to the original crest. Thank God. But third jerseys. I mean, I know 100,000 people who love the retro jerseys for the Islanders, and my brother is one of them. There's a lot of cool things about the retro jerseys. I'm just not a fan of the fisherman. I'm not. Exactly. It's the fish sticks. It's not something I want. I don't want to be called the fish sticks. The stupid fisherman looks like. I hate the stupid fisherman. I do. What is he doing? He's like, what is that? Not a big fan. No one screen kept that. No one do that. Please don't do that. But the one thing I liked about the jersey change in the 90s, and if you haven't read We Want Fish Sticks by that book that just came out by Nick Heischer. Thank you. Nick Heischer's new book. Definitely go and read it. He talks a lot about Mike Milbury, why the jerseys came to be, things like that, and really put some insight into why these jerseys came about for the Islanders, and definitely go read that. But I love the wave design. I think that is a beautiful design on the jersey. I love how it flows, and I feel like if you have it on top, on the bottom, and have the crest in the middle, like so, it could be a really nice jersey. It could be real. Do not. But I feel like it could be a really, really nice jersey. But obviously, get rid of the stupid teal and just put blue and orange as the wave, or something, or even white and blue as the wave, something, and make it a beautiful third jersey, or even put it as just make it just flow. And I think that would be an awesome thing to bring back. We'll see, I feel like it's something that would sell for the team, and obviously that's what the team's looking for, a jersey that will sell very nicely. That's why, remember guys, Fanatics brought back the fisherman jerseys before the playoffs and things like that, because they knew they would sell. And that's why although they were cheap as hell, and I recommend not getting one, I feel like if we can incorporate it in such a way, take it but change it to be more modern, I feel like they could be a really great third jersey for the Islanders. I may be wrong, but I feel like that would be an awesome third jersey for the Islanders to bring back. And obviously just not have the fisherman on it. I feel like the fisherman should stay dead. Keep it dead. Keep Niles dead. Got Sparky, make it modern, and I think it could really work out. I really like the stadium jersey. Yeah, that's not a bad one. But with our previous third jerseys, I'm not a fan of just having the NY. So I'm gonna stand up here. I'm not a big fan of having just the N and the Y. When you cut out the island, you're cutting out home. This is showing our home. This is our home. And you're just cutting that out and putting the NY. I don't like that. We can be anywhere on New York, and there's 3 New York teams. I don't like having just the NY. There's so much missing. It's lackluster in design, in my opinion. I feel like you're just throwing away what makes our design so special. Like it's just as plain as the Capitals. Sorry, Capitals fans. It's just plain. It's just as plain as the Capitals logo. It's just as plain as the Rangers logo. Oh, don't get me started on those black awful jerseys. The black awful jerseys is disgusting. Ugh. Never bring those back. The only black jerseys I liked were the All-Star ones. Because at least it had the regular logo on it. But the only black and white jerseys I liked is the All-Star ones. Yes, it is rant time. So definitely want to see that. Oh, like a wave design comeback. I feel like that would be so cool. And I feel like it would sell really well for Islanders fans, especially those, who really like those retro designs. Going forward with that, just like, I don't know if you have an idea of what a cool third jersey could be, because I feel like no one's been 100% like happy with the third jerseys. I feel like they did it in Arizona. They brought back their retro jersey. And I feel like it was a great hit in Arizona. I feel like everyone really liked that. Hell, I wanted to buy one when I went to the NHL store in New York City. Like, I thought it was really nice. And how the Carolina Hurricanes brought back the Whalers jerseys. I thought that was great. It's something I feel like everyone loved to see. Like, you should bring back the Thrashers jerseys. Let's do it. Bring back the Thrashers jerseys. Make it their third jersey. Let's do it. But, I just feel like we should do like something to that effect, but not with the fishermen. No fishermen. You say no. You say no. And you just bring back the wave. Because to me that was the sexiest part of the jersey. I don't know. That I liked that part, but what about an orange jersey? I've heard a lot of people talk about just having orange as like the jersey. I mean, orange is like, with our colors, I love our colors, don't get me wrong. But I feel like orange is like, I feel like too much orange is gonna be an eyesore. We're gonna look like oranges on the ice. I don't know. I feel like having too much of that is just gonna not, I don't know. I feel like it's just not gonna look good. I do not think. That's why I love, especially when we have the dark, blue jerseys. That's why I love having like a jersey like this, where it's nice and dark blue. Just something that's just bold and statement and easy on the eyes. I feel like the light orange is just going to be hard on the eyes and just make me not want to look. I love the baby powder blue. The baby powder blue. See, like with the Islanders, like with the teal, I'm not a big fan of that. Orange with some blue highlights. If they did try to do something with the orange and just not make it too much of an overstatement, I feel like, yeah, orange like Philly. How did I say that? Who's on my account? See, orange, like the Philadelphia Flyers, I feel, have a more understated orange. Like, it's not as neon. Mom, are you on my account? Who's on my account right now? Hack, it's confirmed. Is it Mima? Is it Mima? Someone's on my account. I was like, I didn't say that, but like I feel like the Philadelphia orange is like more of a I'm loving at the comments. It's more of an understated orange. It's not as neon as I feel like our orange is. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky with orange. Maybe I should just shut up and just let it happen. But that would be very interesting. The Flyers jerseys make them look like prisoners. Good thing Jillian Fisher isn't in here, because she would come at you, man. She would be like, "Excuse me." I love her. I love Jillian. But going on from that, I don't know. I feel like bringing the wave, like orange is kind of, it's a new design, but I feel like we can do better with our third jerseys. I don't know. I just feel like I don't like the NY. I felt our third jerseys this year were plain. They were eh. Like, I want a third jersey where I look at it and I want to buy it. Like, that's what I want, is a third jersey that I'm like, oh, I need to get this. Didn't have that with last year. I was just like, okay. because especially since I hate just the NY symbol. I'm just not a big fan of that. Montauk Lighthouse logo. I've heard people talk about, because we had it on the patch. The patch looked great. I loved the lighthouse patch. But I feel like the lighthouse is not as great of an idea as it could be for the front because of the lighthouse project that was rejected by NASA officials. It kind of sucked. But hey, if they do it, I would not be angry that they didn't. I would think, maybe a lighthouse would be a nice touch. Let's see what they do. And hopefully they did. Hopefully they don't disappoint. We don't need a third. That's a new opinion. I just feel it. The thirds are really market things for people to buy. Like, oh, this is like a third jersey. Not, I want this design because it's different and away from our regular jerseys. It's more of a market purpose why they do third jerseys. I mean, we don't need to have them, but it brings in coin. But it'd be very, very, very interesting. What about the Islanders going across the jersey like the Rangers? Ugh. No. To be honest, I feel like the Rangers really should bring back the Statue of Liberty logo. When the Rangers had the Statue of Liberty logo, that was a really nice logo. I'm really shocked that they didn't just make that their regular shut up, Jordan. I'm really surprised that they didn't make that their regular logo. But I feel like if they brought those back, it would be nice. Going on from that, since we're getting about to 20, so I got like 20-minute mark coming up. But going on from third jerseys, let's talk about how the Islanders can improve at this point in the offseason. Because as a bunch of Islanders fans know, we need to upgrade our offense. We haven't improved anything. And Kelly told me to ask this about what you guys think of Varlamov coming in and stepping into Leonard's position. Because it's scary. We have to trust a new goalie again. It's tough losing Leonard, someone who is so near and dear to my heart and so many Islanders fans. It was a crushing blow, absolutely crushing blow. And I want you guys to tell me what you think of Varlamov coming in. It's a Sorokin move. We want Sorokin to come over here, and who better than his friend tell him how the Islanders are, in hopes that he paints us in a good light. Exactly. It's all about bringing up Sorokin. But we still have to trust Varlamov in our net for the next 4 years. I did collab with Jillian, actually. I collabed with her on her recent video about the free agency day, July 1st. That was exciting. That was really, really exciting. But it's tricky, obviously the Islanders have not had luck with goaltenders, and when we had Greiss and Leonard, it was such a powerhouse, couple of goalies. We're screwed with Barley. Shit. Maybe not. We got some powerhouse defense. I didn't forget about Thomas Greiss. I just gave the man some compliments. I love Thomas Greiss. Thomas Greiss and Brittany Greiss are two fantastic people who I love that are on the Islanders, and I think it's great. David Backes, because we don't want him. Greco will help him. Exactly. That's definitely another thing. He's going to let in floaters. Meh. Rick DiPietro's hockey's answers to Bobby Bonilla. Oh, don't talk about Rick DiPietro. He is. We're still paying the man. We're still paying Rick DiPietro with all this stupid. Nah. Take W because I don't want him. No. So the big names we're looking at. I think Marner has always been out of the picture, guys. Islanders need defense. Whoa, hold up. No. We need offense. We need offense like we need water. Oh, God, keep Stahl away from us. Keep Stahl away from us. You don't want Dunick? Nope. But Marner is out of the picture to me. I feel like he still wants to stay in Toronto. He's always wanted to stay in Toronto, and he's just way too much money, guys. Way too much. It's not gonna happen. I hate to bash dreams here, but it's not gonna happen. So the two names I told you guys that I'm looking at on Twitter are Gusev and Boyle. Brian Boyle. Obviously, because we missed out on Dzingel. I feel like that was tough missing out on Dzingel. He's a 50-point player, although old for his age, just like Brian Boyle. Uh, she's laughing behind me. But Dzingel, he had a 50-point season this last season. He could have had that filler position for Valtteri Filppula, who left for the Red Wings, and it's really tough to see him go. But everything that can go wrong tonight has gone wrong. Oh man. But yeah, as you guys are saying, a lot of people love Brian Boyle because the comments. Okay. So a lot of people love Brian Boyle because of, the leadership he brings to the team, the type of personality he can be in the locker room, and he has that veteran presence that Barry Trotz and Lou love. They love that veteran presence, and he's not also a horrible player. He's a really good player. He's on the ice, and hey, he was a Ranger before. This could be fun, kind of like a clap back, Obviously though, we need someone to help our offense. I feel like Brian Boyle would be great in doing that. Going to Gusev, obviously, he's looking great in the KHL. To get his rights from the Vegas Golden Knights, do a trade with the Vegas Golden Knights because they're in cap hell. But getting someone like Gusev, I feel like would just really help boost his team. But again, his points and stats are KHL. How will he adjust to the NHL is everyone's question of, I don't know. I mean, personally, I feel like he would come over to the NHL smoothly. I feel like with the type of player he is and his highlights, I feel like he would play well. But it's a whole new country. It's a whole new system. It's gonna be a whole new world. Talking about the Little Mermaid. Oh my God, Little Mermaid. I don't know Disney anymore now. Aladdin. Gusev is a risky move, but from the points he's putting up and the type of player he is, it could be something. But again, Vegas did not put him in, and that has to tell you something. But obviously, and we're also looking to upgrade with a possible forward. Will Hosang get another chance? In my opinion, yes. Obviously, since we haven't traded the boy, we're looking to give Hosang another chance in the NHL. Obviously, we have Wahlstrom too, another forward. Someone does not like Hosang. But maybe Wahlstrom might get a chance up here. A lot of people are saying Koivula. They're saying he could possibly be ready. To me, I feel like he's still not ready. From what I saw at the blue and white scrimmage, I don't know if he's truly NHL ready yet. Compared to Dal Cole. Bellows, no. Bellows is not ready to me. Blue and white scrimmage again, as I said. From what I saw from them, just not ready. Dal Cole, though, I feel like we should give another chance to come up and prove himself because he was not awful. He really, I feel like, was a good player and was too often a time a healthy scratch for the team and needed more. Needed more time. But we'll see. That's another thing. And then obviously with defense, we have Noah Dobson, who's an offensive defenseman. And obviously he's going to, help bring that offensive power to the team and something we need. But obviously he is a defenseman. And it's going to be a question of who is he going to replace? Who in the team will he take the slot of instead of just having the defense that we have? So it's like, is he going to replace Letty? Who is he going to replace? That's the big question. That is the big 1-2 question. Fritz is a good option. He does have that 2-way contract, which was a great signing in my opinion. Fritz is also a candidate to fill in that third line position. I, though, would like to have even like someone like Brian Boyle take it over Fritz, though. Maybe. I don't know. Mayfield. He'll take. You think he'll take Mayfield's spot? Boychuk will never come out of the lineup, though. No, I do not want Boychuk out of the lineup. He is the powerhouse for our defense and the leader of our defense, in my opinion. Leonard gave Boychuk so much praise. And I feel like when we were missing Boychuk in the second round of the playoffs, it killed us. The building killed us, but also losing Boychuk on that defense killed us. And because he's just such a leader. If you watch Boychuk on the ice with our boys, you see him behind the net, telling the play, setting it up, getting these boys going forward, and setting it up just beautifully. He is the powerhouse of the defense, in my opinion, and I love to watch him play. He is the PK quarterback. Also, Cizikas is a great PK player. Casey Cizikas, I feel like we only have like one, I can't even think of hockey terms right now. I still don't get why Boychuk isn't captain. I just feel like with everything that we've seen, Boychuk is like a silent captain. He's there for his guys. He has that veteran presence. He's always there. He's always up to the plate to make sure his boys are okay. Especially, I loved with versus the Flyers when he got into that little tussle and he shook his hand and he's like, "I want to kill you." Like, that was great. I think Boychuk should wear an A. If Boychuk could wear an A, I'd be really happy with that. I feel like he deserves it. Obviously with Lee, we have this captaincy back. I feel like he was a good captain. He did put up the points. Not as many goals as we would have liked, but he did put them up. You could just see the electricity he had and felt for this team and his teammates. And one of the greatest moments of you see Lee do this is when he tackles, was it Letty or Eberle? I think it was Eberle, when he tackles him into the net during the Winnipeg Jets game. Lee scored 29, I think. Pretty sure he scored 29 goals. But he's basically a 30-goal scorer. But I'm pretty sure he's just was short 1 goal by 29. Which obviously is not. Thank you. Yes, 29. But he's a great captain, I feel. He said on this Periscope here, he's an American-born kid. He's a great captain for our team. He understands loyalty. I went there. But he always wanted to stay with the Islanders, and I feel he's a great captain for this team. He just like that gif of him with his stick, slamming his stick into the boards, like just celebrating with the team. Pew pew. No, 28. Really? 28 goals. I thought it was 29. Don't screw with me. I was 100% sure it was 29 goals. Always wanted to stay with the Islanders. Heard that before. Yeah. We've heard that before, but at least the second guy meant it. Okay, sorry. But yeah, it's a first reference. I'm not gonna lie about it. Okay. But going on from that, got 10 minutes to kill here, but hey, that dance. What, you got a problem with my moves? Don't forget the unbelievable scoring machine. Lad will be back. No! Oh, lad. Oh, lad. Laddie daddy. No. That was like how Chiarelli had the last parting gift by overpaying their goaltender on the Oilers? Well, that was Garth Snow's parting gift to the freaking New York Islanders with that 7-year contract. Oh, Garth Snow, we're so glad you're gone. So long, farewell, Avidas, and goodbye. Him, Capuano, just so bad. It was such a bad. He made so many bad contracts. As a fan, it just was like I'm gonna go to the Einstein quote. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Well, that was what it was like having Garth Snow and Jack Capuano on our teams. Because we had the same thing with Garth Snow and Jack Capuano and expecting that we're gonna get better. No. And that's why that you saw it we did in one season with Lou Lamoriello, Pierre Greco, Barry Trotz, and a Mitch Korn. It took us one season to get to the second round of the playoffs that it took Jack Capuano how many years? Like 13, 14 years to do? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Hey Jen, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. It's horrible. Lad is lad. He is I think it's an no trade clause or it's a no move clause. So he couldn't even go to the AHL if we tried, because he is like that NMC. But with Jack Capuano and then obviously to Doug Waite. I have nothing against Dougie. He was a great player, but just not. He was underneath Capuano. He had like the same type of coaching style. And then when he said that quote, at the press conference, that the fans were the reason they lost because we weren't loud enough and supporting them enough, I was like, boy, that was not okay. But thank God, a year ago, we got Barry Trotz. Oh my God, when we got Barry Trotz, it was like the best moment of an Islanders fan's life. I don't know how it could get better from that, but yeah. Again, sorry guys for the background and things like that. I am just trying to improve all of this. I promise. I'm gonna get something set up. I'm working on it. It just takes a long time to, get new furniture, paint the walls, things like that. But I will have it done. I promise you all that it will not stay forever like this. But I applaud you guys for staying with me with this crappy background. I really, really do appreciate it. But it's hard as an Islanders fan at the moment. I mean, I wish we could have done more. I feel like we could have done more. Yeah, I'm this isn't my room, by the way. I'm upstairs, but in my room I'm gonna be repainting it and making it into my Islanders domain. It's gonna be my Islanders dojo. It is going to be my Islanders dojo. And I promise you guys it will look so much better, and I'm just gonna be so excited to complete it, and I hope you will be too. I think when the GM goes, so does the BS contracts. Very true. That very true. And I feel like people have underappreciated this about Lou Lamoriello, is that with at least the contracts he's been able to sign, look how good they've been. I feel like he's been able to sign really reasonable contracts with some of the players. You can go and say that Nelson was a bit overpaid, but at least it's not totally overpaid. At least it's only a bit. Freaking Everly took a pay cut. Obviously, he got the bonus with it to get the money back, but he still took the pay cut. Guys, that blows my mind. Not like Kevin Hayes. Exactly. Lou is very great at that. Green screen, kid on a budget. I'm a student on a budget. Money. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. But hey, I'm just excited that I can do this in general with you guys. And it's really, really exciting to me that I'm able to do this. Need better lighting for a green screen though. That is true. But hopefully I'll get everything set up. put up super chats. I do not know what super chats are, but I will look into it. I don't want people like paying money to chat. I don't know about that. I don't want people to pay money to watch the podcast. I feel too guilty. I feel like this because I'm a person who just wants fans to enjoy fan media. I just want fans to enjoy fan. I don't want you to pay me for this. I don't want to be paid for this. This is just a passion of mine that I just love doing and I want to do for you guys. I don't want you guys to give up money to me. I don't want to take your money. I know how hard and you all work to get that money. I'm just a fan wanting to do things for other fans. That's all I want to do. So I appreciate you wanting to do the paid chats, but I don't know if I'm comfortable doing that because I'd feel too guilty. I want you to take my. I don't know. I feel too guilty. Maybe it's just me, but I know. One of the things that always stuck with me is it's you have $20 and you don't spend it because you know how hard you worked for that $20. So I don't know if I'd be comfortable with that, and I appreciate you guys doing that though. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. I will definitely think about it, but I appreciate you guys stopping in to the podcast tonight. I really enjoyed talking to you guys with everything that has to do with hockey, but especially my New York Islanders. Make sure this doesn't. Let's get some passion with my Barzy lovely. This is my Pride and Joy jersey. Absolutely love it. Name a player. I probably have it. So my Pride and Joy jersey. I'm glad it's Barzal because hopefully he's not leaving next year. But I'm gonna just leave that as a next year problem, and hopefully that won't be a problem. I can't believe the Bruins didn't draft Barzal either. And thank you, Peter Chiarelli. We miss you. We miss you, Chiarelli. Come back. Come back, baby. We got that pick. The Rangers didn't choose him. The Bruins didn't choose him. Oh, man. 2015 was some draft. 2015 was some draft, guys. And absolutely amazing. I feel so happy that we got Barzal. I feel like, my parents say everything for a reason. There was a reason we were able to draft Barzal in 2015. Because somehow the gods knew we were going to lose Tavares. And we needed someone to just step up into his slot. And I feel like Barzal is that man. As much as I love Lee and he is our captain, and I love him as our captain, I do feel Barzal is the man. Whew. The reason why the Islanders won't offer sheet Marner is so nobody offer sheets Barry next year. Barry? Barzy. Oh, Barzy. No, that's not it at all. Absolutely not it at all. The reason no one's offer sheeting Marner is because he's too damn expensive and not worth it. Because honestly, if you give him a contract he can't refuse, and that the Leafs can't match, like you're kind of screwed. That you have to pay him that if he signs. So it's like, I just feel no one wants to pay that, and I understand. I really don't want the Islanders to pay that for Marner. No, I feel like Marner is worth more than 6.5 to 7, but I would say he's around 9-10ish. But for 12 mil, first 4 rounders, I can't talk. 4 first rounders, it's just not worth it. And I know he wants to stay a Maple Leaf. He's playing chicken with the Maple Leafs organization, in my opinion. But that's my time tonight, guys. I really appreciate you coming into the Kim and the Crease podcast on YouTube Live. I'm really excited that I'm starting, kicking off with this podcast. To think a year ago I'd be doing this, I can't even imagine. And I'm looking to improve each and every day. And if you guys don't follow me, if you're on YouTube here and you don't know me on Twitter, go and follow my Twitter at IslesGirl3. It's the same as my YouTube. And if you're on YouTube here talking to me and you like this podcast, please subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it as I'm trying to kick off. And I'm hopefully going to be doing other things on the channel. And I'm really, really excited about that. So thank you guys. Have great nights. And I'm going to say this at the end of every podcast because I did it on Periscope. And I'm going to do it here. Let's go Islanders, baby.